Alfa Romeo in the house. Super cool, man. We're working on an Alfa Romeo today, Q4. Cool story, owner of this car is childhood, well, high school buddies with Clive, the man behind the lens, so they knew each other, which is pretty cool, and he's hyped up to be on today's video. New episode here at the shop. It's been a couple episodes since that, but we're back to the noise. And so today for this beautiful Alpha, we'll be doing lowering springs, wheel spacers, and an exhaust system. So we're changing the plastic flares to steel flares, and the fronts are going to have like a DRL, a daytime running light, and like a hyper white. It's going to have an amber turn signal. Should look good. But the rear is kind of like gapping a little bit. So we're hoping maybe if we snug everything down, it'll kind of meet. Oh, there you go. There you go, bro. Right before your eyes. Whenever you do these metal flares, you need to have a liner, because the plastic liners actually mate to the original flare. So you would have to replace the liners with, I don't know, a metal liner, aluminum or whatever, so it lines up with these flares now. So we're going to be filling this whole area in with a nice liner, because you can't really adapt this one to this cleanly, I would say. So this dude's from Ecuador. Cool guy. And there's a delicacy called cuy that they eat in Ecuador, you know, which is like a guinea pig kind of. And he comes in sometimes with a t-shirt, and obviously the famous rock band, the Beatles, right? So it's a cartoon, and it says the Queedles, and it's like all little like they're all like Ringo Starr, but they're all like little cuy, and they're just like playing in a little band, you know? It's like so shot.
It's kind of foul.
It's awesome.
It's kind of up.
So, just finished up this Mitsubishi Montero, first generation. It's a 1991. Brian did some great mechanical work on it. Swapped the alternator, 2 front shocks. Front left lower control arm. That was a real pain in the butt because this truck has torsion beams in the front. So you actually have to remove the torsion beams. You actually have to disassemble the locking hubs. And just for you to get to the point of removing the control arm and replacing it. So it was quite a lot of work just for that one section. But just a couple, like, you know, maintenance jobs on it. He's going to be coming back in a couple weeks. We're going to be doing the bushings and some rear end stuff for the rear of the truck. But, you know, this time around we took care of the stuff in the front. Rides really well. I just drove it. You can tell that it definitely has new shocks. Super comfortable. The charging system's great. Before, his alternator was wonky. He was charging like, he was hitting like 16 volts or some shit like that when the car was on, which is not safe and it's not good. So now he's back to nice, clean 14 volts. Everything's working well. So we're happy to give it to him. But he was at a shop before, and he said it just really wasn't working out with them, so he's kind of the first time coming here, so we hope we made a good impression. I think we did. I think he'll be really happy, so hopefully we can get him for some more mods in the future. Maybe get him out on a couple of off-road runs. We'll film that too, so that should be good. But it's really special to me because I have a Montero as well, 2002, so mine would be a 3rd generation, so there's one in between. They're great trucks, good alternative to like maybe a Land Cruiser or some of the Toyotas. They're a little more rare, which I like a lot, and the styling to me is right on point. They also have a really deep-rooted history in Paris-Dakar and the Dakar Rally, so they're pretty stout trucks. I mean, the exterior styling is super classic, and definitely like that very much, but the interior is kind of like where this truck shines, I feel. You just step in here, and it's like going back like fucking 40 years, you know? But check out like the dash carpet, the dash mat, just the colors of everything, like navy blue and the shape, and it's just super cool. It's like, you know, looking at a time machine. But I love the gauges. They look almost like super military style. And if you look, like even in the 2nd gen and the 3rd gen, you can kind of see like similarities in the gauge style and the shape and everything. Like, look how old school, man. So cool, right? You never see stuff like that.
I love this oh shit bar.
Yeah, this oh shit bar is pretty dope. I don't know how much oh shitting you can do on that, but you know, it seems to hold up okay. But yeah, check out the sleeping platform in the back too. So this is cool. This definitely folds back. And then these seats fold up, so you still have your second row. But you also have your bed. So, you know, this guy probably does some like overlandy kind of stuff. He's got a little buddy, Mr. Heater. There's a propane like heater back here.
Oh.
So like, you know, he's probably like camping out in here, you know? What's up, man? Well, I looked at these for a while, but I just couldn't find one in like decent condition. And the ones that were mint, they were just like super expensive. So, you know, just went with the 02, but this is sweet. Definitely on my list, man, for the future. I would definitely cop one of these. This is fire.
Will this be before or after the Viper?
Oh, man. I know. I still have my Viper dream, but it's gotta wait a little bit, dude. Sometimes you just have to be happy where you're at, you know? And there's something about like not stirring the pot and just being just good where you are that is really comforting, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think it's so much like, oh, knew this, knew that, gotta switch it up, but you step back and see where you're at, dude. Like 5-10 years ago, I didn't have even close to what I have now, so like, what's the rush, you know? So, I don't know. Gotta stay humble, I guess. Alright guys, we made some progress on this Giulia. We got some Madness Auto Works lowering springs being installed. Brian just did the rear. We're going to finish up at the front, and then we got a nice exhaust coming, so I'll make sure to show you guys an exhaust clip. Heat, sit, heat, sit, sit. So this is an ultimate surf machine. This is a Mitsubishi Delica, JDM import. It's a diesel van, 4-wheel drive. And they're very popular in the overland scene right now because they're 25 years or older, so you could bring them in from the import van, right? I don't know exactly what year this one is, but we'll check it out. And they're very, very popular amongst surf culture. So they can fit all their surfboards. They have 4-wheel drive. You can get on the beach. So this gentleman is actually from Rockaway Beach, where I was born and raised. And he brought his truck out to me here in Astoria to try to help him out with some stuff. He's got some rust going on here. I literally think that's just from jumping in with like a wetsuit and having just salt water kind of saturate the mat. So I don't think anything's really like messed up here, like a hole or anything. I just think he's just like rusting it out, honestly. So we're gonna see what's going on with that, check out some brakes, and just do some maintenance stuff. But this is really, really cool. It's kind of wild, like, to get this first Gen Montero, and a couple days later, this Delica, you know? So we're pretty blessed. We're pretty blessed. But this is really cool. I'm excited. Fired right up. It's kind of disorienting a little bit, you know? Like, oh, I gotta get out this side, you know? But, we're gonna set this dude up. Get him going. This is super chill. I'm hyped on this one. Brian, he just finished this wonderful exhaust system on this Giulia. Basically, this is just a huge ass muffler delete.
It was a pain in the ass to take that out. I still have to put that whole piece back in.
Oh, so that kind of goes back over and protects everything. Yeah, I mean, it seems like this whole exhaust system from cat back runs one resonator. But it's a turbo car, so it shouldn't be too extreme. But it sounds really good. We started it up before. It sounds good. So, as you can see, boom, just a quick Y. We probably could have made this. But this is cool. And now he has like burnt titanium tips. Blue, it matches well with the car. Looks good. The old tips didn't actually have the exhaust connected to it. So this one does. So we're hoping that these don't get so hot that there's any issues. But he said, he said that he's going to be fine. Just as long as this is centered well, which looks like he did a great job. Should be okay. Yeah, just make sure this isn't touching, Brian. That's all. You know? Come on, boss. Boss, it's touching right here, boss.
Not touching it all. Don't touch it.
Don't touch it. It's not touching, don't touch it. We'll adjust that.
Anyways, I have to put this up because it's not.
There you go, see?
It's still sagging.
You fix she. Maybe when you put that
Yeah,
back, it'll
it's still
actually
sagging.
give it some form. Very good. So lowering springs, wheel spacers, and exhaust system. Brian, you put the spacers on, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Very good. Make sure you torque your wheel spacers to spec and check them. That's very important. Yeah, this one's really cool. We just finished this one up for a great customer. His name is Dan. Dan is also the proud owner of a C7 Corvette, which is cool, but his on-road truck, his daily, is this beautiful JT Gladiator. So let's just go through a couple of the parts that we've done on this truck. First, we started off with a factory Mopar suspension lift. It's a 2-inch lift. It accommodated a set of 35-inch Nitto Ridge Grappler tires, which we use all the time. It's a phenomenal hybrid tire. Great for off-road, great for on-road. We ran a set of black Rhino Armory wheels and a 17 by 9.5. If you see the front, it does have an aftermarket grille with a 20-inch light bar, a set of LED halo headlights, and LED halo fog lights. The front bumper is from ARB. It's a full steel bumper holding a Quadratec winch. The front winch plate is pretty cool. You can actually flip up the license plate and you can get right to the winch, which is wonderful. So super clean. Best of both worlds on that one. Also, you see up front today, we just did a install for a set of Road Armor LED DRL steel flares. So these are high cut flares to give the appearance of a taller lift, as well as having this great DRL. The DRL also works as a turn signal. So it is a switchback. So it'll go from amber and then right back to white when it's done making its signal. So really really cool, looks wonderful. The factory JL and JT flares do actually have like a turn signal in them. So it's nice, you don't lose that option, but you get a way more modern look. Let me bring you to the back, I'll show you what's up. Back here we have a matching Road Armor rear bumper that houses 2 rigid square LED lights. These lights are cool. We have them to reverse, so he has a little more light and he can see in his camera a little better. But also, additional to the reverse, we have it hooked up as a brake light. So if I hit the brake, they'll actually turn red to match the taillights. Check it out, I'll do it right now. See it? Super clean. And then, you should have reverse also. Really cool. So yeah, we probably have maybe 2 or 3 customers right now with the JTs that we constantly see and modify. We even have a customer with one with 40-inch tires, which is pretty massive. But I think the JT is definitely a great body style, really cool. He gets a lot of thumbs up on the road, so we've been really excited to help him build up this truck. Check us out next time. We'll be back for some more mods for sure.
You chasing the chase?
Just posted up.
Delica Masa. Alright guys, that wraps up another episode of The Daily Grind here at the Custom Shop. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We would really appreciate it. Turn on those notifications. Share this video with your friends. If you have any comments or any questions, drop them below. We'll see you next week. Peace.